I'm John Cottingham, and this is my latest book, which is called Philosophy of Religion Towards a More Humane Approach. And it really attempts to cover most of the main areas in philosophy of religion, designed to be accessible to a wide audience, but also to take what I hope is a slightly different slant on many of these traditional topics. I'm essentially an analytic philosopher. That's the tradition in which I was trained. And I greatly admire many of its features, its reputation for clarity and rigor, particularly. But I've come to feel that in the way analytic philosophy is practiced nowadays, there's something more questionable, particularly in areas like religion. And that's the assumption that the truth is, as it were, flat, if I can put it like that, and that it's best captured, we best achieve philosophical understanding, according to this view, by trying to emulate the very austere, pared-down discourse of science. Now, I've come to think that in areas like religion, though I have a great respect for science and the scientific method, in areas like religion, this is not the best way to achieve philosophical understanding. In the course of writing the book, I came to think that a lot of current work is, if you like, put it this way, excessively left-brain centered, to use that very crude but useful distinction between the left brain, which is concerned with analytic, detached, rational scrutiny and evaluation, and the right brain, again very simplifying matters, which is often concerned with more intuitive and holistic forms of understanding. And it seems to me that we limit ourselves if we confine our philosophical understanding to what can be revealed by these left brain, detached analytic skills. So in the course of writing the book, I came increasingly to feel that philosophy ought to draw on all the resources of the human mind. Well, I hope they'll take away some insights into many of the traditional areas of the subject, issues about method, metaphysics, morality, and also suffering and the problem of evil and the meaning of life, all of which received quite detailed treatment. But I hope they'll also take away a sense that the resources available in philosophy of religion are much richer than those which are commonly deployed. By that I mean that I use a lot of literary, poetic, and scriptural examples. In fact, not just as examples, but as ways of stimulating the mind to achieve certain kinds of understanding, which I think are crucially relevant to our religious understanding. We shouldn't just think that by referring to literary or other sources we're just using examples and then quickly get back to the main argument. On the contrary, these instances, I think, these types of human response which you and I and all of us share, are part of the argument. They enrich our understanding of what it is to be religious and what it means to take a religious view of the world, or indeed to reject it.